What's up?
Hey there.
What's up, guys? Oh, happy Monday. Welcome to the Coniferous Lounge.
We lounging.
We
really lounging
We are
today.
really lounging in here. How do you feel about this this couch setup that we got?
It's like if a couch and like 3 individual bean bags.
I'm
Kinda
so
had a baby, you know?
slumped right now, and this kind of looks like a college dorm room right now. with
This reminds me of
background.
home. I always have to sit in the middle of the couch when I'm like watching TV or a movie or something.
You gotta get in the
so
middle.
I appreciate the middle.
You have to get in the middle. You're Malcolm in the middle, pretty much.
Well, thank you
shout
all
out to
for
Frankie.
joining us here in the
Yeah.
Coniferous Lounge on
How
this
we-
lovely Monday evening.
How we all doing out there? How we feeling tonight? Give it up for yourselves. We made it to Monday, and we made it to the music video release premiere for Dan and the Fam.
Yep.
Thank y'all so much for being here.
That is right. I'm amped.
Oh, snap. Yeah, we are so stoked to be here. I know I'm so stoked to finally release this music video. I have not been getting sleep at all for like the past 3 months, and it's been eating at me alive because what's up, No Deals? Thank
up,
you
No
for
Deals?
the new follow.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. But yeah, we've been working our freaking tails off to get this music video finished and mix this song. The song was mixed by Zeus right over there.
Yes.
Hey.
And the video directed by Alex Bond. Was still thinking production, so it's all in the fam, really, and this whole project. So we're super stoked. I can't stop playing with this.
Definitely a
cord?
fam affair.
I'm a cat.
These
I,
mics
like-
do have some great handling noise. I don't hear that at all.
I know.
That's
It's crazy. I'm just like constantly like, we need Joe in here, dude. Hopefully, we'll get our cat
Where's the kitty cat?
up in the stream. But for now, it's just your boys.
I feel like we're on the Breakfast Club or something.
Dude, we are. We need some. Oh, you got some of that popcorn over there? You want to pass?
Come on,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I'm gonna get us with like a
We
little.
got some popcorn. We're really chilling today. This is going to be a bit of a different stream, y'all.
Yeah.
We're really
What kind
just
of
doing
popcorn is
podcast style, having fun. We're going to check out the music video.
Yeah.
You guys get to see it here first today, so thank you guys so much for joining.
We appreciate y'all so much. I'm gonna try to not eat in the mic. We
Good
appreciate
idea.
y'all for being here. We wanted to show you guys before anybody else, because y'all been sticking with us from the
Been
beginning,
rocking from the beginning.
consistently every Monday.
I've got
You
my
know?
tea here. I mean, this is we're seriously lounging.
Dude, I forgot my tea, but I'm just gonna pour up some juice. Yeah, you know what? We're not even gonna wait for juice break. We're gonna just start with some juice, everybody. Let's go.
Start with juice break.
Yeah. All right. So
Unconventional.
this juice this week is actually very wholesome. Very
There's
wholesome.
a note on it,
wholesome.
everyone.
Very wholesome vibes here. This is this note. I'm gonna read it out loud. That's all my audio samples playing at once.
You blasted it?
Yeah, I meant to do
good.
this. Cause the juice is from my mom, everybody.
yeah.
Ma Dukes supplied this juice. I was at home in Norfolk playing a gig with our boy Jordan Cooper, and she was like, "I really want to give you guys a juice. I hope you haven't had it before. It is Trader Joe's, 100% juice. It's a country peach.
Oh,
God.
yeah. That's
I
what I'm talking
love
about.
Peach.
Oh, yeah.
it
100% juice?
Apple puree, 5 juices from concentrate, and a peach flavored juice blend. It sounds like a lot of sugar."
Oh, yeah.
But it's Trader Joe's, so we'll see. But yeah, back to the music. Let's.
I also have to
Yeah,
say,
tell 'em.
do you remember that time when we played a show in Virginia Beach and we stayed at your mom's house and we woke up to a wonderful note that she left us?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It was like the nicest note in the world. That was just like, you are more than welcome anytime. It was so hospitable.
Yeah.
You know? I felt like I was at my own house, except I don't get notes when I wake up.
Yeah. It was wonderful. Thank you so much for the hospitality.
What's the juice
That's
game like?
tasty juice.
Yeah?
That is
Let
very
me get
tasty.
some of that.
You want a full cup?
Yeah, I want you to cut me
All right,
up.
we're gonna do a full cup.
Wow, I
over
wonder
here.
what it tastes like.
I said I ain't passing.
This juice is juicing over here.
That's crazy.
It's hard to talk and pour.
Here, do you need? Here, I'll pass it down at the very least. You got to keep Zeus juiced.
Oh,
Assembly
thank you.
line.
Shout out to Henry Ford.
South.
Shout out to Gerald Ford.
You want some of this?
Oh my gosh, this juice is amazing.
Yes.
Woo!
Thanks, Ma Dukes.
Oh my gosh, it's
And I love the actual
Thick.
size of the container. I think that's one of the largest juices
Thanks,
we've
Mama
had
D.
in a minute.
This is the correct size of a juice container.
I know.
So,
I feel like the last 2 or 3 weeks, you guys have crushed it.
Did you-
in 2 cups?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we did a whole just lemon juice.
Did you shake
stream.
that juice before pouring it up?
Yeah, I shook it up a little bit.
Oh.
I gave it some tenderly shaking. I didn't really.
Chad, did he shake that up? I don't know if I'm buying it.
Chat, don't you snitch on me.
Play the tape back.
Don't you dare snitch on me. Actually, you can do whatever
This
you
is
want.
phenomenal.
This is a 9 out of 10 juice all day for me.
Yep.
It tastes familiar.
Like peaches and apples.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like Jameson green tea.
I'm eating a lot of peaches. Oh, it does actually.
Peaches!
It does.
Like it
Saw
doesn't
me.
just taste like peach, it tastes like that specific
Uh-huh.
beverage.
Good stuff. Don't you drop that pop of the corn, Daniel.
I'm
No,
trying
I
not
wanted to ask what type of popcorn is this? This is perfectly buttered, by the way.
It's a movie
I never get
buttered
enough
popcorn.
butter on the
What
popcorn.
brand though? Is it the Ohrenbacher?
I never look at the brand. It's slipping me right now. I don't know the brand.
I'm gonna try so hard not to man spread on you guys today.
I mean,
apologize.
You got pants. You can man spread it. It's all good. The juice is loose. What's our juice, rating,
ratings.
boys?
I'm giving that a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
I'm a tough critic.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking like a 8, 7.
Okay.
You guys don't do decimals, do you?
Oh, I do.
7.5?
I do.
I'm gonna do 7.5.
I'm a big fan of the decimal. The
I
Dewey
loved it.
Decimal.
Don't get me wrong, Mama
Thank you,
D.
Jan
I loved
Bamperiff.
it, but I am a tough critic.
I'm gonna go. Oh, my mom wants a 10 so badly. Mom, that's sweet, but I can't be biased, so I'm gonna go 8.5 on that.
All right.
I'm like the Russians at the Olympics. Tough critic.
It looks like that's an 8.5 juice all around.
Yeah.
Although, I'm with you. It's a 9. It's a 9.
You guys have had more juice, so you have like a more accurate rating system.
Which
in your
is
head,
kind of
you know?
unfair if you think about it, because the more juices we had, the more experience with juice,
I
and then
know.
we get harder on them as we go.
Exactly.
And then you think about the ones that you drank at the beginning, maybe didn't get a fair rating.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think of it as like if the first movie I ever saw was a terrible movie, that's still the best movie I've ever seen. Where it's kind of like, I don't know, it's a sliding
Nah, we've
scale
had
a
some
little
pretty
bit.
bad juices.
Wait. What's the best movie you've ever seen?
I have no idea.
What's your
I like.
What's your favorite movie?
What's your favorite
that's
movie
tough.
director?
Yeah.
You know, I've always. I'm eating in the mic, whatever.
It's okay.
You know, for a long time, my favorite movie of all time has been Back to the Future.
Oh, that's a good one.
I also really like They Live by John Carpenter. That's a fun movie. That's actually where
Haven't seen
Obey
that.
came
What?
from.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wait,
never seen
can you describe They Live? It sounds like a familiar.
So Roddy Piper, the famous wrestler, plays a average guy who stumbles upon these sunglasses, and when he puts them on, he can see that different people are actually aliens that have been
Yes.
living on Earth the whole time.
Oh,
And
that's
when he-
remember that.
When he looks at magazines
It's
and
a sick-
advertisements and stuff, it just says like follow or lead or obey. So that's actually where Shepard Fairey got the idea.
I've heard about
of
that.
Obey.
That glass or whatever that supposedly does that, and they were, I don't know, some tale of in World War One where they made night vision goggles with
yeah.
the glass, and people were freaking out saying they were seeing demons, and so they were red, and then they switched them because they said, okay, we can't be having this because people are freaking out and seeing things. So then they switched it to green, and that's what we know now.
Oh, yeah.
Is the green night vision goggles.
That's definitely more comfortable to see as someone with like a green lens compared to a red one.
Yeah,
I
I have
don't
no
know, I feel
idea the
I
validity
don't think I would
of
look
that,
good in
but
green.
There's an old tale for you.
I know I don't look good in green. Dark green, maybe.
Can I ask you guys about the song? I heard something.
Yeah.
I heard that you actually wrote this on a challenge, on like a, I don't know, not like a dare, but like you sat down and challenged yourself to write this song. So I'm interested what that story actually is.
Yeah.
The story's pretty interesting. It wasn't necessarily like we had an idea to begin with. Like we weren't like we need to start recording. It all came from we had a gig in August. We were supposed to play at Rick's on the River, and it canceled. So we were like, instead of just being mopey about it, let's just hang out, have a boys' night in the studio, and record some stuff. And since we really didn't have, like, we had some songs that we've played live before, but we were like, we want it to be a fun thing in the studio. Like, we just wanted to create that night. So we just sat down and thought of kind of like 3 things we wanted to achieve with what we were creating and writing that evening. And there was a few things like I wanted a drum breakdown, kind of like your classic 90s like DJ drum break with like percussion, and Zeus wanted a key change. And
Yeah, I think we did challenge. Each person was to make a challenge that we wanted to add to this song. I think is where the challenge is coming from. So I said
Parameters.
Yeah, I was like, well, I would like a key change
Yep.
at some point, and so that was my like challenge for us to write that in, and then. Danny, what was yours?
I think I just wanted you to do a drum break.
Oh, drum break.
Yeah, it wasn't
okay.
really a challenge for me, but I was
Yeah.
just like,
So
I
what was
want
the third
that.
one?
Bass solo.
Okay.
A nasty, Grady-licious bass solo.
Yup.
Grady-licious. That's my dog.
Grady-licious. Shout out to Grady-licious,
Shout
everybody.
out. You watching this, Grady?
Grady is not watching this right now because he is teaching the youth music.
Oh my gosh.
And he couldn't be here until 8, but we end at 8 tonight because it's going to be an early special event. And
Molding minds.
he might join the chat after he's done. I believe he's done just before 8. But shout out to Grady-licious. What's up,
That's
y'all?
right.
First time chatter. Thank you for joining.
Hey.
Give it up, everybody. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh,
Welcome to the channel. Appreciate
Welcome.
you hanging out.
Yep.
But you should. You only got like 3 or 4 of those.
I only
do
got
you?
3 or 4 of those.
Oh,
I'm gonna just.
man.
So I'm curious too if that you think helped or hindered the songwriting process, putting these parameters on, because a lot of people think that when you're having to play in a sandbox that is kind of confined, it makes you think more creatively, or did it handcuff you in a way?
No, if it was definitely more creative, or at least pushed us to do something that we haven't done, like a key change, or like putting that in. I mean, we probably do key changes before, but it was like, let's make this like a very
Intentional.
intentional and noticeable shift in the energy sort of way. So
Definitely.
I think it enhanced the song at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I think it captured a different way of songwriting than like kind of what Zeus was saying that we've done before. We love the art of improvising on stage, and we kind of wanted to bring a little bit of that into the songwriting. So like writing as we were going, and I think it can sometimes limit where your song is going to go, but I think that's for the better in those scenarios because you just capture that raw moment and you keep moving and you go, versus sometimes you can sit on a song for a year, 2 years, and then you're constantly adding parts and trying to tweak it and stuff, versus like just being like, all right, we're going to make a song tonight and that's what it's going to be. And this is the idea. And we just go from there.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about that last time I was on, but I think what I'm hearing you say is that it prevents you from kind of second guessing a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that you got to do this thing and you do it and move on.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
that's pretty.
It's baked in from the beginning.
profound. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
And I think it also made for us to write parts that were beneficial for recording. So sometimes you can write a very busy song and it can sound good when you play it live, and then you start to record and you're like, oh my gosh, there's all these stacks and all these things that we've added, and it's like just there's no room for the singer to really stand out and things like that. Versus this song, it was very reserved. There was a lot of pockets that we're not normally used to playing or writing to, and I thought that was like a really fun like take from how we wrote in the studio.
That is an interesting observation too. Sometimes, a song that you record as a record to be kind of digested that way will, I don't know, it might hit differently when you play it live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard sometimes to write a song or record a song and keep that in mind, or like keep in mind how it's going to actually play out on stage. And sometimes it works great and sometimes it doesn't. And then usually what happens is the song will evolve on stage, right? So you don't end up playing. You're not. That's why people don't play the exact same thing on the record, because it can be a bit like when you're listening to it in your home. It's got every frequency. It's doing everything it needs to do. But then when
fine-tuned.
it's fine-tuned. It's clean. Everything sounds good. It sounds very pleasant. And then you get on stage, and sometimes it can sound a bit thin, right? Or if you add elements to it that you don't necessarily bring onto the stage, so then it kind of evolves on the stage to give it more energy.
So when you're say you are writing a song to play live, you're not even really thinking about recording it, and then you do decide you want to record it. You're not trying to replicate that song, right? Because that feels like an impossible kind of task, right? It's like I imagine it as if I'm playing like if I'm an actor, right, and I'm playing, we'll say Freddie Mercury, a famous person that everyone knows. Some people do straight up one-to-one impressions, but I find it a little more artistic. To do like
Put your spin
your
on it.
version
Yeah.
of an impression, like what you think that they look like or sound like or
Yeah.
act like.
Yeah.
I
Is,
agree
is that
completely.
similar in the live shows versus a recorded?
Most definitely.
It definitely can be. I mean, some people do use literal backing tracks, on
Some
stage.
people.
Not a fan personally.
We've never done that. I don't feel very strongly one way or the other as long as the performance is still solid and there's energy put into it. But I've never personally used like a backing track on stage. But that would be a more way to just completely copy
In
your
terms of
song.
replicate it.
Yeah.
what the fam was like, why the fam exists is because I'm tired of playing the backing tracks. Everything I do for solo acts is loops and stuff, and that's really fun, and there's a lot of like excitement in that, but I love the ability to speed up, to slow down, to constantly tweak and manipulate your live performance of a song that you've already written, but you're playing it to that night. So I don't think we ever really try to do stuff too true to form unless it's like, okay, we need to honor this.
Yeah, if anything, it'd be
So-
like this one section. We need to make sure that we
Yep.
hit it correctly, and
Yeah.
then we'll jam from there. But it loses some of the organic feel, at least for us, because we're all about stretching a song out on stage or taking it somewhere and really pushing the limit of it, and then bringing it back in. So obviously, when it comes to a backing track and playing to a click track on stage, you can't do that, and it's just not nearly as fun. In fact, some of the musicians that I hear that switch to backing track, I never hear like, oh my gosh, ever since I switched to backing tracks, it's so much better.
Yeah,
Everyone's like,
yeah,
I wish,
yeah.
like, now this is like implemented into our set, and like I just want to get rid of it, but we can't, is what I always hear.
But I mean, they can be useful, and it's like it just depends on the project.
It's mostly something you hear on hip hop. Like I am
you'd be
not
surprised,
the
though.
biggest fan of when I'm literally just hearing someone's song low with someone doing the vocals on top of them.
Yeah,
At,
and
like, a
that's-
live performance.
That's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of
personally,
solo artist type stuff, or like when it's just someone in a microphone.
Yeah. Well, I also wanted to add, to your point, Zeus, the fact that everything is stretched live, and the song that y'all are premiering tonight, I've seen live and is probably 12 to 13 minutes live.
Yeah.
And it is not a recorded 12-minute song, which has been done before, but it's probably like,
So we kind of did
4
things
minutes.
backwards a little
Yeah.
bit. We wrote the song in the studio, and then we were like, well, we know it's going to take us some time to mix and get a music video ready to go. So we want to play it live. We don't have that many songs as a band. We want to, test it out, get comfortable with it since we just recorded it. And with that being said, we don't want to play the same song over and over again and then release that same exact song months later, So
Get that.
Yeah.
I kind of subscribe to the belief is like, all right, let's just change it every show and have different guests sit on it and kind of have it make it their own version of it too. I think last time you saw us and you got a video of it, it was at the Camo and we had Tyler on sax, and that was really cool. And like I was almost sitting there like I wish I had sax recorded on the song, but
Yeah.
you just keep it going and you can still tweak it live.
It's funny too when you hear like very successful musicians talk about how repetitive it is to play their songs for 20 years,
Yep.
over and over. and people do expect it to sound the exact same,
Yeah.
But if, at least for us, we're not ever setting it up that way, so no one's really expecting it, We just
Yeah.
kind of play it differently and elongate it. We'll even shorten or tease a song, and not even play the full thing. So,
Free bird.
just kind of keeping it loose, but, as long as you keep the core, what the song was about, and the energy and the feeling of it, I think that's the most important thing.
Speaking of keeping it loose, it's about 7:30. I just want to reference back to, if you're joined here a little bit late, we have not watched the music video yet.
We have not.
We have
We're
just been
vibing.
We're just chatting. This is the Coniferous Lounge podcast hour. So we're gonna. I don't know if you have any more questions, or if we should open some questions to the chat, or if we should
See
just
what
watch.
the floor has to say. That was very nice of Hyler to say that I should be a podcast host. I have hosted a couple podcasts. I did host a podcast, and I'm hosting one now on They Beautify about e-commerce.
Nice. When is your own personal podcast going to come out?
I don't know. I'm still looking at the shape of that. Danny, we played around with the idea of one of the bracket for everything, and I think Barstool took that idea.
Dang it.
Essentially.
I was about to say, we would love to have you on the Follow Your Sound Network, bro.
That's right, baby.
You can come up in here.
We just got to figure out an idea for it, because
We'll have
any idiot can do it.
It's gonna be called Spill the Tea with Alex Bond.
Bugatti stream, baby.
Spill the tea. I dig it.
Yeah, dude. I think that would be great. Speaking of Follow Your Sound, if you don't know, we started a content production recording label over the weekend. An event production company. followyoursound.net. Thank you, Hyler. Oh my gosh, she is on it. Everyone, give it up for Hyler. Give it up for Hyler, everybody.
Yeah, moderator.
Thank you. Followyoursound.net is where you can go to follow our sound. Particularly, you can follow the Coniferous Lounge, Danny Jams, Dan and the Fam, Side Address. There's some secret web pages on there you might stumble upon. Maybe shout out Yams, shout out something else. I don't know.
Don't tell them now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got to give him a little bit of a
I
hint.
found both of them. All I had to do was look at the artwork, and I was like, "This a scavenger hunt? You put a scavenger hunt in the artwork? Come on, sign me up."
But that's where we'll have all our events. You can get, you can sign up to our newsletter. We're going to be putting out stuff weekly, little personalized messages with some exclusive content and YouTube videos from Follow Your Sound, our YouTube channel. We'll be dropping a video maybe this Sunday, maybe next Sunday. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. But
He acts like we did this this weekend.
Oh, we
or
did it all
whatever.
this weekend. We actually, this is our first stream.
We were so bored, we decided
Tonight,
to make a company.
We're now a podcast. This is this is what we do.
We've been working on this stuff for like a year, but we finally figured out the umbrella shell corporation style system that we've got going on, and at this point, we're just gonna keep throwing things at the wall and see what sticks.
exactly.
Cayman Island bank accounts finally
It
figured
got
out.
approved, and
Yeah.
Who did the art for Music is Freedom? Looks sick. That's a great question, Hyler. I will gladly answer that. It was me. I didn't really design it. I just cut out a bunch of magazine clippings and some old fam posters and some stickers from the new merch drop, and pretty much put them all together on my little HP 420 printer.
Rolling
4520.
Stone magazine, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
right? Didn't the Rolling Stone magazine make it in there?
Yeah.
What? Can we not say that?
No. Yeah. I mean, this is it. But
I'm not gonna lie. Watching Danny doing some design work was one of the most I don't think I've ever been
Chaos.
so stressed out for Daniel. He starts
Dude,
he starts in the living room, right, cutting out magazines, and he's got paper and glue sticks, right? You all know magazines and glue sticks. What happens?
Dude,
what happens, chat? It's bad. That's what happens.
I ripped up everything.
He was
I almost
ripping it up.
cried.
He was stressing out about even just cutting things, and then he figured out the idea to use the printer scanner, and that was revelation. But this man still decided to do it in the hardest way possible in his bedroom on the ground, cursing and yelling at this printer.
You didn't do it at that kitchen table in there?
My back. I mean,
It
once-
was all over the house at one point. Like it just was a tornado of design.
there's pictures. We'll show. I'll share them on. Our
You look like that meme of Charlie, the Pepe Sylvia meme,
Exactly.
where he's just like frantic.
I don't know if you guys are part of the Facebook group, but I'll share some of the background photos there. It's called Lounge Responsibly. That's where we share all
There's
of
a
our.
Facebook group.
There's a Facebook group.
Lounge responsible.
Y'all
It's
are
not really
wild.
that poppin', but the more the more you join,
People are lounging way too responsibly.
it's just me lounging by myself. But yeah, I'll throw some photos up in there, and you can see me struggle.
Well, the struggle was real, but the art looks awesome. So
Thank
at the end
you.
of the day, you did it, buddy.
Thanks,
Tight.
man. It was really fun. I don't know what I was trying to go for. Now it just looks like, again, like a college bedroom wall. But overall, I think, I don't know. I think part of the music is freedom. And the whole point of what I think about music and this song is that I don't really subscribe to the point of like everything's an original idea anymore. I think we're constantly pulling influences from other artists. We're taking sound
Buy that.
samples and bites, and there's DJs, and
Yep.
I don't really think there's anything wrong with that, because I think you're still creating at the end of the day in your own way. And I think to replicate that, I wanted to take clippings of other art and like music magazines and what we've done with like flyers and things that we've designed, and really just combine it into like a word vomit of photos and and everything, but it kind of like got that
Cosmic
amalgamation aspect that I think about music.
Well, it ends up looking really cool, man. So good
Thank you.
job.
No, you should be
I-
proud.
I like it.
Thank
Looks
you.
cool as a background here too.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I think this is going to be, if we do another talking episode. Also, if you guys like this talking style episode, we might start implicating a little bit more of these, maybe like once every month or so.
Yeah.
If you guys dig it, just to like keep it low key and hang out in the lounge and vibe. You know what I mean? With jelly beans.
Yeah, we lounging so responsibly. I can't keep my hands off this popcorn.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so good.
It is
You gotta
perfectly
save,
buttered. You really-
got to save some for the music video, though.
Yeah.
Speaking of being proud, I'm super proud of this guy, Alex Bond.
Aw,
He directed the heck out of this music video.
Yes, he
I tell
did.
you, he was talking to middle management in multiple restaurants, giving them rap sheets of what we were doing, laying it all out, and it was just such a pleasure to work with you, man. Really.
That means a lot. It was a fun project. That's what I was most proud about it, is that no one was really bent out of shape. It's that perfect balance of taking it seriously and not taking it too seriously.
Yeah.
Where it's like you want it to be the best possible thing it can be, but that doesn't mean we're gonna David Fincher 100 takes is not enough
Yeah.
style, you know?
Yeah, I think we came to terms pretty early on of like, all right, let's just get what we need to do and do it well and make sure it's good, but then, move on. We experimented a little on some few shots. Danny doesn't feed his extras. I do not feed my extras. You got to bring your own lunch. I had to pack my own lunch. So
This was not a union shoot.
no,
I will tell you that much.
Sorry, but I do want to give a big thank you to everybody who helped out with the
Yes.
music video. Honestly,
Yeah.
it was so cool just having people be a part of it and not really have it be a focus on the band itself. We have our main character
Our
here.
protagonist, our star pupil.
Hey, what's up, dude? Arnold.
It's so good to see you,
Chilling.
Pumpkin.
You want to eat some popcorn? Let me feed you up really quick. Hold on. And
Look,
throw
come
some
on.
popcorn.
Look
in
at that.
there.
We feed the guests.
Yeah,
See? We
see,
feed the.
we
the
feed the
extras.
guests.
We
Yeah,
feed
We
the
don't feed the
extras.
extras, but we
Oh.
feed the talent.
Yeah. So it was a great time. It was really cool just having people be in it. But yeah, I guess you'll see. You don't really know until you know.
So yeah, why don't you shout out who was some extras and helped us out?
Well, I'm gonna start with my girlfriend, Lexi. She did an amazing job. You'll see her in there. My boy Jordan Cooper.
Hey.
You'll see him in there. I don't want to spoil the video. I'm not gonna say where and what and who and when. But Jordan Cooper's in there. Alex, you were in there.
Zeus was in there.
This is in there.
Oh yeah, I was in there.
I was in there. You guys are gonna have to
was in
guess
there.
where all these people are, but I'm guessing you guys don't know these people
I
either.
think I was in there for one shot, maybe one shot.
You were.
We had some other skaters.
Keith was in
Oh
there.
yeah, our boy Keith.
Yeah.
Our boy Keith. Oh, Aunt Yvonne's in the house. What's up? Hey, hello.
Hello,
Thanks for
Aunt.
joining. Thank you everybody for joining. We're gonna be showing the music video here really
Sadly,
soon.
no, Grady could not make it because, molding the minds of America.
I texted him about it. We'll see if he joins last minute.
Rickarus
when he's
Wells was in the
on.
music.
Ricky Wells was in it.
Yeah.
Roberto
was in it.
And
We
shout
had-
out a bunch of strangers that were at that random
Yeah,
thing. that you'll
everybody
see.
in. Oh, huge shout out to Roberto for having his house in the Gatsby party in the video. That was really cool. And yeah, all the other
we should do
randos
this
have.
after. I feel like we're saying too much.
I know. Yeah, you know what?
It's just hype. It's just like, what's happening?
Shout out to the dog. What was the dog's
Shout
name?
out. Hey. Whoa, was there a dog in there?
I'm trying to throw people off the scent now by just
me
acknowledging
off the
things
scent.
that weren't in
I was like,
there.
is there a dog? All right, we shouldn't have brought this popcorn out before the movie.
I know. Don't we always eat it in the previews? Do we have any trailers?
No, that's a good idea though.
We should have showed a trailer for our YouTube video.
Can you guys like play the 20th Century Fox music? Like the
You know what? I actually looked it up.
That'd
That'd be great. They only let Grady out to play bass. That is true. He's actually locked up in the back
In his gilded
in a
cage.
shed.
All right, well, should we get this underway then?
I guess we should. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to watch this video?
Y'all want to see this thing?
I think it's about time. I think it's about time that we have ourselves a time.
We're going to unveil this
think it's
video, and we'll come right back on to chat with you guys afterwards.
All right, y'all. This is Danny Jams here with Dan and the Fam. We got Zeus. We got Alex Bond,
Hey,
director, entrepreneur, podcast extraordinaire,
visionary.
and
Entrepreneur.
popcorn eater. And we got our boy Arnold, the star of our music video. We want to thank you for joining this stream. We want to thank you,
Yes.
Richmond, for housing us and the Coniferous Lounge. And we want to thank Twitch for letting us do this every week. And do you have anybody else you guys want to thank?
Thanks, Richmond. We'll thank more people afterward before we
Yeah,
spoil
without
anything.
further ado,
Without further ado, is it time?
thank you for
Hold
being
on.
here
Oh,
with us.
hold on. Oh,
Thank you.
oh. Eat
What
mo.
a fun chat. What a fun place I am right now.
This is a fun place. Let me get some things ready here, guys.
Bum, bum,
I was-
dun, 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 dun.
I was caught off guard.
He was caught off guard.
All right, y'all.
All right, let's have fun.
This is the music video. Enjoy. Hey! What's up, everybody? That's the music video. Oh, what'd you think? Oh, thank you. Oh, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the wonderful feedback.
Yeah,
We appreciate it.
Yeah, we're so stoked that you guys enjoyed that. Man, Bon, you did such a great job.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, so
It was a team effort for sure.
it really was. With editing, we were both in the lounge, Bond and I, in terms of chopping up all the footage. I was kind of doing more of like the cut edits, and Bond was giving me insight there. And then when it came down to coloring it all, Bond took the controller and was Googling videos of how to work Final Cut for the first time.
Crash course in color correction.
But we figured it out together, and we had a blast. And I think we're closer now because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
I didn't even think we could get closer, and now we're even closer.
Yeah, but
It was amazing.
now we're even closer.
Aww, my pumpkin heads. I'm interested in a question for anyone watching out there. Is was anyone disappointed that they didn't see what was in the briefcase? That's something that was a long conversation between the three of us.
Yeah.
Multiple conversations on, what's inside Arnold here. So I'm interested if anyone has any insights on how that affected them. but I don't know.
Yeah, what do you guys think the briefcase means?
But
Doesn't mean anything.
no, it was fun. I mean, honestly, just as kind of like a brief history.
Tyler said
Briefcase.
she loved that we didn't see what's inside, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's my stance on it was keep it mysterious. You know,
Yeah.
you don't want to be showing the goods in the briefcase.
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly. Love
the
the ambiguity. Jinx.
Jinx, owe me a peach juice.
Oh, I'm actually about to pour up some more. Yeah, what is inside? Music, freedom. The possibilities are endless.
Love it. You're all right.
You're all right. Everyone's right.
Everyone's right.
Everybody's
Art is how you
right.
interpret it. That's what's cool about it. So, essentially, the idea for this came up when Danny and I were at like a party back in September, I want to say, maybe
Yep.
even August. And he said, I got this idea for a video. I want it to be a heist movie revolving around a briefcase. And we talked about it for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I had to go. So I immediately went home and started like storyboarding ideas of like what it could look like. And then over, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, we kind of just kept going back and forth on what it could look like, on the idea, what essentially the screenplay would be. And then when we kind of had something, we would film like we would go out and scout all these locations, and then we came up with like a good shot plan. And I don't know, we filmed it over like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Not like straight, obviously, but it's very quickly edited, so it took a lot more shots than some of the other stuff that we've done before, I think.
Yeah, and we were trying to work around people and events. Obviously, we had Roberto's Gatsby party that we had to shoot there, and so we did like one weekend with that, and then just trying to work with schedules of the different scenes and guests. We didn't want to do it like, stay up and do 14-hour shoot days.
Yeah.
We only did one of those, but other than that, it was like, yeah, here and there, we'll go to a diner, we'll get a shot there. And it took us about a month overall, which is still pretty good. And
Yeah, it was kind of cool getting back to our roots of like skating, that we used to do and wish we could still do, but are too old now. And
well, we're just
Yeah,
musicians
Zeus,
now.
you shredded
yeah.
some gnar in that video.
Yeah, I did.
yeah, I don't know about all that.
D-Day,
but
you shredded
I was
some
doing
gnar.
something.
I was having fun.
Tanner asked if the video is coming out on the tube tonight.
Yeah, so it should already
Great
be
question.
released.
No.
Oh no.
Not. What time is it? What time is it, everybody?
It is 10 till.
10
8.
till. All right, so great question. Thank you, Hyler. 8 p.m. If you click that link right now, it's not going to be live because it's going to be released at 8 p.m. Watch it there. Share it with your friends.
Yeah, share it with your people. Send it to everybody.
Let everybody
Smash
know.
that like button.
If you're in the video, you're now a star. Also, Arnold the Briefcase, shout out. He's got his own Instagram. We're working on getting an IMDb for him. There's going to be a petition out. They denied his access because he's not a person. But, briefcases are people too. So
Come on.
We'll put a petition out in Lounge Responsibly, our Facebook group, for Arnold's IMDb page.
Oh, what are we doing?
What's
with our
next
lives?
for Arnold?
What
the
is
real
next?
question?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna keep him around. You will see Arnold at our show Friday at Hardywood. He'll be on the merch table.
You'll be signing autographs, $5 a pop.
You guys want to know what's in the briefcase? Popcorn, actually, right now. We got some stickers. We got a little sticker
It's our
pack.
slap pack.
You'll see Arnold on the merch table with Amy running merch. She'll have earrings. We'll have stickers for Music is Freedom. We have a new shirt out. It's pretty cool. And then what do I want to do with Arnold in the future? I kind of want to just keep him around as a little like subliminal shout out.
We use him for shows. So
in
he's
future
useful.
videos and like artworks, kind of like an I Spy with Arnold always in there somewhere.
Easter egg everywhere.
Yeah.
Hyler did have a good question, too. Is there a story behind his name being Arnold?
Nope. There's
Yes,
There's
it's
a
short.
There's a sticker.
Roberto, who hosted the Great Gatsby party, we said, hey, we need to put a name on him. Write any name that you want. He decided to write Arnold.
Yep.
So he was thus christened. That was his
That's it.
christening, baptism.
I was gonna name
That's his
him
government name.
There's
I don't
also
know.
a disco ball.
Oh
There's a disco ball in the briefcase. We'll show you more stuff in the briefcase next stream. But for now, that's it.
People should be allowed to add a trinket to the briefcase, so then you could have like it full of stuff.
That's a great idea.
Even more full every show that you go to.
Oh my gosh.
That is a great idea.
So, what was y'all's favorite scene? What was your favorite shot?
I gotta say, my favorite shot is the one through the window where it's on like the googly eyes side and the camera's all shaking around and it zooms in.
The most sporadic
To
shot in the entire thing.
The
It really
briefcase
captures the
staring
vibe.
out the window. I love that one. What was your favorite shot, Zeus?
My favorite was definitely there was just this one. It was a different window scene where the briefcase was in the window, and it was like a swift zoom in, but it was so smooth. And I
That
thought
snap zoom when it's in the
Beer
display.
Crofton Bowl, yeah,
that was good.
That was awesome. Oh, the foot kicking, that was a fun little scene.
Yeah,
The slide, yes, the slide.
the
was
slide's a
fun.
good one too.
We have 2 briefcases on 2 slides at the same time.
How do we do that?
How do we do that? I'll probably put out a little video.
Movie magic.
And Amy really appreciates you for that message about the guitar pick earrings. They are awesome, and she loves you. Thank you.
Floating briefcase, pretty cool. So, foot kicking the briefcase was really sick. It was not as sick when all 3 of us were watching it, going over and over and over, saying, "This isn't on time. This isn't on time. It's not working," and going back and forth to make sure that that was like kind of timed correctly.
Yeah,
because that was definitely a creative decision that we were all kind of committed to. But what it actually looked like,
I was really hard on these guys. They were like working in here, and I would just pop in and be like, "No,
Ridiculous.
that's not right. Looks terrible," and I'd just leave and then come back and be like, "Is it fixed?"
And we would be like, no, this is the way it needs to be.
Some of the things actually did get fixed for the better.
No, it was a really good like group input from everybody. I think we were all very valuable to the creation of this thing.
yeah, the foot did cause so much controversy. Not as we. The other thing that I was worried about was starting with this long, steady, slow zoom for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I was worried that people would be like,
No, I love that, honestly.
people would be like, "What is this?
When
Just
I
gonna
saw-
stay like this the whole time?"
When I saw that, I was like, I'm hooked. This is
Yeah.
nice. That's kind of one of my favorites.
Because it's different. I feel like everything's so fast nowadays with like 7-second videos and stuff. Also, yeah, carrying champagne glasses on a briefcase. I bet that was hard legs.
Any deleted scenes that y'all are sad that got cut?
Honestly, I think we literally
used,
used
like,
every
everything.
shot. Like we were almost like, do we have enough? And I think we did it without a single repeat, which was nice.
there was some ideas that we just never ended up shooting.
Yeah.
There was definitely an idea that I had of instead of the big ending at like a party, I like the idea
That's a good
of
question.
it going through a hotel and getting on the top, like maybe banister. I imagine like a hotel lobby, and you go up and you can see the lobby like looking down, and you have the briefcase on like top railing or something, and then it falls. And that's kind of where the trip sequence is, and it's like, oh no, I'm falling, but am I flying? I don't know, but it's a briefcase, so it can't fly. And
Hey.
we kind of thought the logistics of being able to shoot in a hotel and having to really get that was just
Yeah, a lot.
it wasn't exactly realistic. So that was like an idea deleted scene, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if we had any more. I mean,
Any included scenes that you're sad got included?
Yes, there's one.
Zeus doesn't like one of the shots.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the car rolling up scene and then the briefcase gets snagged, but that's just me.
Also,
Which is fascinating because that was one of the earliest ideas that we had.
yeah. Also, shout out to that car no longer with us anymore.
Gone
Goodbye.
with the wind.
And other
Goodbye,
fun
Dad
fact,
4.
that was shot probably 4 blocks from here.
Mm-hmm.
Like not even. I mean, that's shot like walking distance away from here.
I was talking, and I've noticed that we put a car in like every one of our music videos.
Yeah.
There's always like the car that we're using.
Yeah.
Even from the warm up with the Toyota Corolla.
Which is kind of cool because it's
Yeah.
like the progression or like will take you back, like
yeah.
to the time where you had that vehicle.
I've owned a lot of cars, is what it taught me.
yeah.
And there's like 6 cars in videos now, I think.
It is a lot of cars.
You know what? Cars do better. Stop crapping out at 80,000 miles. My first minivan was done at like 88,000 miles. Ford.
That sounds like a you issue.
No, that was a Ford issue.
And what's the common denominator here?
And then
How about the guy who poured transmission fluid in his
all right,
radiator?
that one, I will take. I'll take that blame. But you know what? Now we don't have to worry about it because we have a minivan. And you know what? Life is good, everybody. We got a music video coming out. What time is it? Is it 8 p.m. yet, everybody?
It is like 2 till.
1 till. All right. So, do we do an after hours?
Yeah, we're just straight vibing. If y'all are vibing, we're vibing. I mean, I could talk about this music video a little bit more, but we're just kind of hanging out. I'm having fun.
We covered it really well
honestly.
too. So I guess if there's any other questions in the chat, we'll try to answer them.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other
yeah,
stuff
here in a
that would
couple
be
minutes,
Easter
it's
eggs.
going to be released on the platforms, and make sure you go check it out on YouTube. Give it a like, a subscribe, and share it with your
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely tell your friends.
Everyone's at least got YouTube. I know Twitch is a little twitchy.
Yeah. And then also, it's on Spotify too. So if you want to listen to
Just
it,
listen to it. Come on.
Just when you go to sleep tonight, turn on that phone, go to the Spotify app, go to Dan and the Fam. And now, right before you go to bed, just click play, click repeat, and then turn all that volume all the way down. Just turn it down and let your phone just play that song all night through.
Why? Is that an algorithm
Be our
thing?
bot. Just be our bot for a night.
We farming views, dog.
Why though?
Because we need more than 1,000 plays. We just need your help, everybody. We need plays. And if you do that tonight, message me. I'll give you a free sticker.
Oh yeah.
I'll send you one. I'll
Picture
drive it to
didn't
your
happen.
Music is Freedom is now live. Thank you so much, Hyler.
Thanks, Hyler.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. This has been a blast.
This is sweet.
Thanks for coming here too, bud.
Hey, I'm happy to be here.
I know
Yeah.
we might need you in the lounge more often and talk like this.
Talk like this.
Talk like that. You know how it be?
Talk like this,
Just
Well,
hang
hanging
like
out.
it's
that.
a lot easier when you got folks like yourselves who are.
Dude, I kind of want to just like watch a
Authentic.
movie with you and like we can just like
Let's just stream a movie
Yeah.
and then do like a
And
mystery
commentary?
science
Yeah,
theater style
yeah.
commentary on it.
but they don't get to see the movie, they just get to
No.
see us talking about it and we have to explain it.
No, we could. Oh well, yeah.
No, we can't.
No, but that's why I like the idea of mystery science theaters because you got like their silhouettes on the bottom.
Yeah, we could always put us like in the corner though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we see what this background looks like and other things, or should we just stay?
I also wanted to mention, I don't know if anyone could tell, that 2 shots well, I guess 2.5 shots are backwards.
Yeah, my mom caught it instantly.
Did she?
You know, she's like, "Oh, it's
That's
backwards."
because Mama D's so bright.
Yeah. Nothing get past Mama D.
I couldn't tell like one of them when it was put together, and then I kind of figured it out. But
Oh, like in reverse, you mean? Or like? Oh, okay.
2 of the shots are in reverse.
I didn't even.
There was another one I didn't like that one as much, so we came to an agreement.
I've got popcorn kernel stuff all up in my teeth now at this point.
I can't stop
I
eating.
can't stop eating.
Yo, are we gonna game tonight?
What are you guys playing?
What's this game called? Last Days? Days
Gone.
Gone. Days Gone. It's a zombie apocalypse game. You get to ride motorbikes.
I'm down to game tonight. Thank you guys again so much for joining us here, and we'll
Really
see
appreciate
you
it.
next Monday. You know how it is. Same time, same place.
That's right. You look like a cat.